Hello everybody and welcome to Mikey Taylor Gaming today, where I'm going to show you how to hack a 3DS to run homebrew applications, games and emulators. Now, this does not mean piracy in any way, so if you're hoping to load backup games, then leave the video now, because I'm not going to show you how to do that. The last video I did that was very helpful to a lot of people was the Wii U hacking video, showing you how to get the homebrew channel to load on your Wii, so that's right here somewhere if you want to check that out as well. And this is a big update in the world of 3DS hacking, so there's a few things you'll need to do this, and one of them is the game Cubic Ninja. Now, the price of this game has skyrocketed recently because of the release of this hack. What it is, it's a save file exploit that Smealum and a team of other people have worked on, and it installs something known as a homebrew launcher into the save file, I believe. So it all works really easy, it's all automatic if you do it right, and I'm going to show you how to do it right, so don't worry about that. And another thing you're going to need is a 3DS with the firmware between 4.0 all the way up to 9.2. If you're on a firmware higher than 9.2, then this won't work, because Nintendo has already patched the firmware to not allow this hack to work. So unlucky for you guys that updated, I'm sorry, but it won't work for you. I'd also like to throw a big shout out to my friend 8-Bit Ben from Instagram and Twitter, because he is the one that bought this game, regardless of the price being sky high. He's a big collector. If you want to check out his collection, then go to 8-Bit Ben at Instagram and Twitter. So the hack's called Ninjhax, and obviously Cubic Ninja, Ninjhax, it makes sense. It's a save file exploit. It allows you to run homebrew, games and apps, and other things that homemade developers in their bedrooms have created. Much like this video was created in my room, they stay at home and create apps for a 3DS or for any other system they want, because they're clever people. So yes, without further ado, I think we should get on with this video and show you guys exactly how to do it, starting with an SD card in the computer. So get that ready. So the first thing we need to do in order to get the homebrew working on our 3DS is check that the SD card is working correctly. So plug it into the computer and then take a look inside. This is what you should see, something like this, where private is the save data, Nintendo 3DS is all of your downloadable games, and DSIM is your pictures and videos. So once you're happy that that's being read properly, open up your internet browser and search for Smealum.net/Ninjhax. You can see there it's the top of my page. So, Ninjhax, the site, is all about Ninjhax, what you need to do to use it and how you run it, frequently asked questions, some apps that you can download, and etc. So all we need to do is download this homebrew starter kit here. You can actually download the homebrew launcher menu on its own, but I would recommend using the homebrew starter kit because you get all of these apps with that. So all you need to do is click it and it should start downloading. Right down in the bottom left here, starter.zip is downloading. We'll give it a second, and then once that's downloaded, I will show you everything else you need to do. So once the starter file's downloaded, just open it using WinZip, WinRAR or 7-zip, anything that'll open a zip file, and you should have something like this. Open up the starter folder and you'll see that you have boot.3dsx, which is the actual homebrew loader itself. This is what Cubic Ninja launches in order for you to use your homebrew games. Inside the 3DS folder you have your actual applications, emulators and games. So these are the folders and files and blah blah that will make the applications load. So all you need to do is drag 3DS folder and boot.3dsx into your SD card. And there you go. That's all you need to do, and then just put that SD card into your 3DS again and we're ready for the next step. Once you have your SD card back in the 3DS, it's time to go to the system settings to find out which firmware you're on. You can see on the top screen in the bottom right hand corner of system settings, we are on 9.2.0-20E. Load up the Ninjhax website that we were on earlier and choose your firmware using the click and select boxes. Once you've selected the correct firmware for your device, press the submit button and you'll get a QR code. You don't have to do anything with this QR code just yet. go back to the main menu of your 3DS and then load up Cubic Ninja. On the main screen of Cubic Ninja there is an option to scan QR codes. What you want to do is click on Scan QR Code and then scan the cameras of the 3DS over the QR code on the computer screen. It won't always be as easy as we've made it look, but we set the camera up absolutely perfectly to catch the QR code straight away. All you have to do is scan it over a couple of times and eventually it'll see the QR code there. Once it's scanned, you'll get a couple of lines on screen like this, but they won't always look the same. Then you'll be presented with this menu. You want to choose yes to this option if you never want to scan the QR code again. If you choose yes, then the save file will automatically be downloaded, and every time you go to the QR capture menu, you will be taken to the Homebrew launcher as long as you leave boot.3dsx on the root of your SD card. From this point, you can choose from the menu any of the Homebrew applications, games or emulators that you chose to download and install into the 3DS folder on the root of your SD card. Since this method's quite new, some of the apps aren't perfect just yet. This is 3DS Craft, a very basic version of Minecraft that just allows you to place blocks and not even destroy them. Hopefully in future this will get updated for you people that love Minecraft out there. As well as a very basic version of Minecraft, you can get your hands on an emulator for the SNES. This is basically fully functional except for the sound. On the new 3DS there is no sound capabilities of this emulator unfortunately. But on the 3DS XL, or the original 3DS, you can have sound on it, which is fantastic. I'm going to stop explaining the apps now, and I'm going to finish off by showing you guys exactly how to download these apps and games, and put them on your SD card ready to use with the Homebrew launcher. So if you've got everything working properly and you want to download your own applications for the 3DS, all you have to do is plug your SD card into the computer again and you get all of these files that we had earlier. And then open this link up. Now you'll find this in my description, so all you have to do is click on it. And these are all of the games that have been released for the 3DS, all of the applications and emulators and stuff. On the right hand side are the downloads, and I'm just going to show you how to install these into your 3DS launcher. So we'll go for Blag SNES, which is a Super Nintendo emulator. All you have to do is click here for the download. If you click on Blag SNES, it'll come up with all of the information on the file, like what it is and what features it has, credits, etc. And once it's downloaded, just click on the .zip in the corner there and you'll be presented with this. Now these files are irrelevant. You don't need to have any of these on your SD card because these are for emulators on your computer. Now the Blag SNES folder should have the same format as the other applications on the SD card did from earlier. So all you need to do is drag Blag SNES into your SD card, into the 3DS folder. As you can see here, I'm going to release now. And there you go, it's done. So if I open that up, you can see Blag SNES is right there. Another thing I should mention is that the ROMs for the SNES emulator need to be in a folder called SNES. So create a new folder and just call it SNES. And there you go, all of your ROM files will go in here and then you can load them all up on your 3DS. Any of the other applications just basically get installed in the same way by dragging the file that you download into the folder 3DS on your SD card. And that's everything you need to know to download the games. So everybody, have fun with your goddamn homebrew sessions. Thank you all very much again for watching today with me, Mikey Taylor Gaming. If you have enjoyed the video and it's helped you out a lot, then please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. If you want to see some of my other videos, then on the left hand side here, you can see some of my glitch picnics, various glitches from various series of games. If you like Let's Plays, then on the right hand side I've got NES Remix 2, which is my favourite Let's Play to date still. Thanks very much, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye.